This is a very stressful time for so many in our area. Some of you are trying to juggle homeschooling or even just looking after the kids while you work from home, and it's easy to become overwhelmed. Well, new at 10 tonight, News 4's Kim St. Ange is live sharing how some families are learning to cope with all this stress. Kim, what have you learned?
Well, Steve, so many of us are cooped up inside of our homes, and being isolated for this long can lead to anxiety, even in some cases depression. Well, tonight, the good news is we are finding families across the area are coming up with some new and pretty creative ways to come together.
We put a bunch of flowers up, a bunch of smiley faces. Last week was shamrocks.
Jason Stokes says next week his family will switch out the pictures at their Tower Grove home.
It's a fun activity for the kids to be able to build something and do something and get a little artwork time in there. But it's also fun for us to go walk around and count and see how many we can see around the neighborhood.
Pictures of rainbows and bears are popping up in windows across the country to spread hope after a trend started online. Here in St. Louis, families are hanging pictures of hearts with sayings like, "Be happy, just keep smiling, and you can do this," writing messages of hope in chalk. Some encouraging neighbors to hang the American flag as a sign of unity. This free little library in Tower Grove South was even converted into a food pantry. The message is simple. We're in this together, a reminder all of us need when we start getting overwhelmed.
I think a lot of frustration, just being at home with, especially ones that are living at home with family right now. This much family time can be exhausting for people.
Counselor Erin Grumley recommends coming up with a schedule, even if you never leave your house, and try to limit your time on social media to avoid self-comparison.
Everybody's like, this is your chance to clean your pantry or clean out your closet or deep clean, whatever it is, and people have these grand plans. And so when we're not doing those grand plans, we feel like we're doing something wrong, or I'm being too lazy.
When all else fails, remember, we will get through this together.
I think it's great for people to be able to communicate and connect while, we can't really connect.
Grumley says the old trick you've probably heard of taking a deep breath in actually works, but it's so important. A 4-second inhale and then an 8-second exhale. That is the most important part. She says you can also try counting backwards by threes, or this is a new one I had not yet heard, Steve. You can also actually spell your name backwards. Steve, we'll send it back to you at your house.
All right, Kim, some helpful recommendation, things I've not heard either as well. Thank you, Kim St. Ange, live tonight.